Hi, I'm Rhett. I've been involved with baseball for 40 plus years as both a player and a coach at the youth, high school, and collegiate level. And so I wanted to introduce you to the CenterForce hitter. I think it's a unique and imperative tool for anyone that is serious about baseball and hitting the ball hard with authority. So when I was a coach, I would try to convince guys to activate their lower half by comparing it to hitting someone. So like a fighter would, a boxer would. If I'm going to hit you with a fist as hard as I possibly can, then I want to rotate my hips, I want to activate my lower half, and I don't want any energy to leak from my fist out anywhere other than my target. It's the same principle for hitting. So when I ran across Tim Hallmark and the CenterForce trainer, this is a guy who's trained professional athletes at the highest level, boxing, Evander Holyfield beating Mike Tyson. And when I talked to Tim, and he understands the movements required of a rotational athlete, like a baseball player, I fell in love with the product. I've used it on various different players. One, which is probably at the lower end of the talent level as far as exit velocity and distance, which everybody's measured by now. One guy who's in the middle of that pack, and then one guy who's a top 1% on those two attributes. So for the lower end guy, he's been on the CenterForce with me, I want to say about 4 or 5 months. He does not play on the select team that I'm a part of. It's just a friend of the family, and goes out and works and works and works. So the benefits that he has seen is he's much more confident at the plate. He's hitting the ball with more authority. He's increased his exit velo. He's increased his distance. And his select coach, unsolicited, said that he has hit the ball so much harder with so much more force, and wanted to know what he was using and what he was doing so the rest of the team could benefit from it. The middle of the pack guy, it's been phenomenal how he's changed his approach and what he's been able to do because of the CenterForce. It's eye-popping. His exit velo now is in the top 25%. His distance is in the top 25%, whereas before he was in the middle of the pack, 50% or so. And it's amazing to see what the progress that one player has made. And then I think the top end guy is he's hitting the ball more consistently, 95 plus. I've noticed that when he misses a ball, it's not a miss anymore, it's a double in the gap. The ball that he hits 95 miles an hour goes through the infield, and not a lot of people want to get in front of the ball either. So there's that benefit. So I think everybody from the low end to the very high end player can actually benefit from using the CenterForce. The CenterForce is actually an easy concept, a very easy machine. We've been built here in America on more is better, and that's not necessarily the case. In my instance, we use this as just a warm-up tool off the tee when we're getting loose. We take our 30 swings, which is one round, and we're good to go. We've got our work in. We've engaged our core. We've engaged our lower half, and so it's something that anybody who uses it doesn't want to not use it after they've seen the benefits of it. And so I can't recommend it enough. And I've always said, if you want to go places that no one else can go, you have to do other things than everybody else is doing. And I think the CenterForce is that. It's not what everybody else is doing. It's recommended by professional baseball players. Like I say, I can't recommend it enough. Tim Hallmark is instrumental in the success of our team, because of the way he's put 40 years of thought into this machine, and 40 years into thought of how the body moves and how the body rotates, and how to achieve maximum amount of force with limited or no leak, no no energy leak. It stays right there. I know you'll find a difference in your swing if you implement the CenterForce hitter. I think it's an incredible tool, and I wish I had had it when I was playing. So I encourage everyone to do your research. Like I say, it's a simple machine. It folds down. It goes anywhere you want to go. I take it everywhere I go, to practice, to tournaments, everywhere. So we can keep engaging our core and our legs and keep practicing the fundamentals that make us successful as hitters. And that's what Tim Hallmark has created with the CenterForce hitter.